Hi, good day. Let us try to learn more about our course. Since this is General Inorganic and Organic Chemistry, here we will be learning about the chemistry of the inorganic substances as well as the chemistry of organic substances. Talking about inorganic substances, these are the non-living things and those which are not once a part of a living thing. For example, the air, water, the rocks and minerals, and all the elements in the periodic table. For organic substances, these include the living things and those which were once a part of a living thing. For example, the fossil fuel, the oil, the alcohol, the soap and detergents, the acetone, because these substances contain carbon. In fact, organic chemistry is known as the chemistry of carbon compounds. If we try to recall, chemistry is a natural science that deals with the study of matter, its composition, the properties that matter possesses, the changes which matter undergoes, and the laws governing these changes. Talking about what matter is, we know that matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. And there are three states of matter: the solid, the liquid, and the gas. For a solid matter, this is described to have a definite volume and a definite shape. And the arrangement of the molecules are so close to each other that they don't have the tendency to move. While the liquid state of matter has no definite shape, but it has a definite volume. And the arrangement of the molecules in a liquid state is that they are far from each other, that they have already the tendency to move. While the gaseous state, this has no definite shape nor definite volume because it occupies all the spaces therein. And the arrangement of their molecules are very far from each other that they don't have the tendency to collide. Talking about the composition of matter, matter is composed of tiny particles called atoms. If you're going to imagine what an atom is, it is compared to a dot compared to a very big building. And these atoms have subatomic particles. They are the protons, which are the positively charged particles, the neutrons, which are chargeless particles or no charge at all, and the electrons, which are negatively charged. For the properties of matter, there are two properties that matter possess. One, the physical property, which deals on the physical appearance such as the form, the color, the density. And the second is the chemical property, which deals more of the corrosion of matter and the flammability or combustibility of matter. Another concern of chemistry is the changes which matter undergoes. There are two types of changes which matter undergoes. One, we have the physical change, and second, we have the chemical change. Talking about the physical change, this deals on the change in state of matter, like from being a solid into a liquid, or a liquid back into a solid as in freezing, or the changing of the liquid into a gas such as evaporation. And the second type of change is the chemical change. When we talk of chemical changes, this undergoes a change in composition, or there is really a chemical reaction that goes on. And the fifth concern of chemistry is the laws governing these changes. There are many natural laws that governs changes, but we will just tackle one law, that is the law of conservation of mass. This law states that in all chemical changes, the sum of the molecular mass of the reactants is equal to the sum of the molecular mass of the products. This law of conservation of mass can also be stated as matter is neither created nor destroyed. So we have done already defining what chemistry is. If you have some questions or clarification of what our lesson is all about today, just send your questions through our Google Classroom. And for the next meeting, I'm going to give you an assignment, which is read about branches of chemistry and the brief history of chemistry.